Time now for some quotes. I got two for you here, and I'd like you to guess where you think they're from.
Okay.
So the first one is, "Don't bring sand to the beach." Who do you think? Good. Who do you think said that?
Maybe someone from Florida. Don't bring sand to the beach.
It was actually coined on Reddit, so technically, statistically, could be someone from Reddit. Might be someone from Reddit. I mean, it might be someone from Florida. Might be someone from Florida.
That's where like 90% of the Reddit community is. Yeah.
Is that true? I don't know.
No.
No, that's not true. But I'm sure a chunk of people
I
are
think
from
it's
Florida.
70-80%.
Shut up. Don't bring sand to the beach. What do you think about that? What do you think it means? Let's talk about it.
Don't bring sand to the beach.
Do you want? Okay, so well, first I want you to give me your interpretation, and then I'll tell you where I heard it.
Do you know what they meant by it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're gonna keep that information from me.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you after you give a guess.
I guess don't bring something somewhere where there's already a lot of something at that somewhere.
Yes, that's literally. I mean, that's very, very good. So this was in relation to Bonnaroo, which is going on this summer. I was considering going. I have some friends going. I don't think I'm gonna go in the end, nor will I volunteer. I considered that at one point too. But in the Reddit for it, actually, I think it might have been a Facebook group for it. Whatever, I was added to like the group, and there's different people like talking about logistics, things they're looking forward to, all this other stuff, and of course the topic of drugs comes up, and well, people who had been there, people were like, first time you're here, like, is it okay to bring drugs? Is it safe? Meanwhile, the fact that they're talking about drugs, I think is funny anyway. In like a group like this, where it's like, why would you be talking about this? Like that's not the place, buddy. I was like, talk about the music.
I don't even know anything about Bonnaroo. What kind of artists are there?
It's a pretty diverse group.
Is that the one in Chicago?
No, I think that's Pitchfork. No, Bonnaroo is in Tennessee.
Oh.
Which
one's in Chicago? Coachella or something?
Coachella, I'm pretty sure Coachella's in L.A.
Oh, it is.
Dude, there's so many. But okay, anyway, he was talking about drugs, and he was like, first time here, like, bring drugs, whatever. And it was one of the people responded, like, dude, the like cops are incredibly strict as soon as you enter Tennessee. Like, they're searching cars, don't bring anything. It's, like, super stupid. And then also, like, there'll be plenty of stuff there, like... Don't bring sand to the beach.
Yeah, and plenty of stuff for sale, I'm sure.
Exactly. There's always a market for something like that at a place like that. And it was just like, don't bring sand to the beach, like, recognize where there's stuff. It could be yeah, well, we won't go into that because it's illegal. Yeah, so that was the first quote. Second quote, this one's by someone famous. This one's, "Years of love have been forgot in the hatred of a minute."
Years of love have been forgot in the
hatred of a minute.
Hatred of a minute. In the hatred of a minute.
What do you think?
Kind of a weird quote.
A little bit of an odd quote. It's by Edgar Allan Poe, who was kind of a weird guy. I think what the quote is driving at is that you can have, let's say you're really close with, you have a brother. Let's say you're very close to your brother, and you love him to death, but he does something really stupid that he easily could have not done. Let's say, like, breaks your guitar or something when he's drunk. So you'd be so pissed that all of that love can melt away in just like a minute, and you can just absolutely hate him. And then, of course, the love usually would come back.
Something a lot worse.
Something a lot worse.
I think it could go the other way around too. Years of hatred could be forgotten
in the love of a moment.
In the love of a moment. Yeah. Especially if there's like a little bit of sexual attraction involved.
That's true. That is true. Is that a reference to me and you?
Yeah, I think it's something you can work
to make
someone not hate you.
I like the way you flipped that quote. Actually, I think it does. I think it could work that way as well.
It's definitely true though.
Yeah.
Somebody does something bad or good enough. Yeah.
Things can change on time.
It's a good thing to think about. You can always turn things around.
You can always turn things around. And also, it's just, I think the quote...
You can always fuck things up, too.
You can. You can always mess things up. And it's good to just recognize, though, that when that moment happens, to not forsake the fact that you've had years of a certain thing, right? So something happened, the way you flipped it, we'll deal with that one first. A loving moment happens between two people who have hated each other for a long time.
Like they find someone that they both hate more. Right?
Sure. I mean, and they bond over that.
Yeah.
But I would just say be wary of the fact that, you know, your former enemy is now your friend.
So keep them closer.
Keep them. Just, you know, be careful, because you don't know if they've really changed or if they're being manipulative, trying to use you, right? It's like, oh, suddenly they're being nice, or suddenly we're bonding over something. Like, why? What's up? And I'm not saying always assume an ulterior motive, because that's a terrible way to live also.
Yeah.
But just recognize what was the instantiated past. So, I mean, for the original part of the original quote, the years of love have been forgotten, the hatred of the woman, don't forget that love. You know, don't forget the years of love, of loving your brother, just in the fact that he did this awful thing in a minute. You know, that short moment.
Yeah.
Hold on to the past.
Definitely the healthier approach.
Healthy approach, right. Recognize it, because otherwise that love can really be forgot. It can really be lost. You know, someone really does something terrible to you, we can close ourselves off, and we see that a lot now too.
The
right?
hatred of a minute.
The hatred of a minute. We see that so much now, though.
The way that it's like phrased, it just sounds like the hatred of a minute. You know what I mean?
It sounds like what? It is
like the hatred of, like someone just hates minutes.
Yeah, the hatred of those damn 60 seconds.
Like, he doesn't say like the hatred in a minute.
It might have been in the hatred of a moment, but I think it is minute. But
some people hate moments.
Some people hate moments. I guess you can work whatever you want. Yeah. But no, I
think minutes are unnecessary. It should just skip to. It should just be 5 minutes.
Seconds and hours.
15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour, hour. 45. Forgot about that one. That's,
I'll keep that in mind when we redo the Mayan calendar.
Yeah, please do. Thanks, buddy.